Welcome everybody to Intelligent Aces podcast. I am your host, MainAceChase, the main ace of Intelligent Aces. And why did Stream Elements not update it everywhere else but right here, and it doesn't do it here, and I don't know why, and I just want to type it one time and not have to search for it 17 different places. So hang on, let me double check, make sure my what's up? Yeah, okay, mic is working. Cool. So I think I finally fixed the audio issue where I kept not forgetting to unmute my mic by just deleting the mic. I don't know where Nemo is. She just ended her stream a bit ago, but I don't know if she was going to podcast. She said she wasn't feeling well, but I haven't gotten any answers. Podcast or if she break. I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, here we are. I was debating on. And Mew, too, thank you for the subscription. I just now noticed that's what that was. Thank you so much for the subby here. I do agree with Nemo, though. She said she was talking about moving a Kick. I have a Kick account. I just haven't set it up to stream off of it yet, which I on. Of course, we're also still streaming live on YouTube, which it has its own share of problems. And then there was the bit of news about Twitch was banning some people for multi-streaming because now they're going to enforce their rules or something because a lot of the bigger streamers are multi-streaming now, like Asmon and the shit, so they're trying to be edgy or whatever. I don't know, they're shooting themselves in the dick. Add this title. All right. It should have been right on the thing. Which, yeah, so have you heard about the recent Niji Sanji drama? I heard about it. I listened to the audio, the leaked audio, recorded audio of the girl, which, look, I have my own issues about this. I have my own issues about the leak stuff. It's like, like recording and leaking stuff now. Like leaking, yeah, I'm weirdly opposite because the DMs between Cinder and stuff was they were like, "Oh, you leaked the DMs." So my thing is, if you're gonna say something out loud, you gotta own it. Hey, she does exist. Welcome in, Nemo. I didn't know if you were gonna bounce on me or not. I really didn't know.
No, I wasn't.
Okay.
I'm tired and I hurt, but I'm not gonna bounce unless I actually say I'm gonna.
Okay. Well, I knew you were tired. I just didn't want to push you to it. Yeah, me and Chad were talking about the Niji drama with what was her name, Twisty or something like that. The one that.
Oh yeah. She's been low key fired already.
Well, she's been low key memory hold. Like they deleted her off the website. Like they deleted her.
I know
YouTube
that's what
channel.
I mean by fired. Like that's Niji Sanji's way of firing. Is basically they just delete you. They pretend you don't exist.
Yeah.
Unless you were Celine Tatsuki, aka Doki Bird, then they were just gonna try and fucking ruin you.
So yeah. So I listened to the audio. I listened to pretty much the whole thing, and I don't know, like. She seemed like just a normal, like, spoiled mean girl type thing. That's what I got. Like, she came across like,
Same.
That was the thing she was saying. It's like, yeah, she's just a spoiled little brat. That's what it sounds like. She probably didn't deserve a community anyway, but it's whatever. I'm not gonna crucify someone for having dumb opinions because I have dumb opinions too.
Exactly. All of us have really dumb opinions at times.
My dumb opinions are really smart.
Sure.
I actually was going to do more work, but I've been consumed by the spice, Nemo.
What kind of spice we talking?
I'm talking about the spice in Dune Awakening. I had big plans to do a bunch of things to set up. I was going to actually record a video last night, and I got home late. That was work stuff. I got home early today and mowed my yard. Got too hot, and I've been kind of dealing with that shit. Essentially pulled, if I'm going down, I'm bringing with me with her exposing some stuff going on. Oh yeah. So I added some stuff to the thing, and Chad come in with a sub, so we're gonna give him a
Hey!
yeah. Yeah, added sound effects.
Look at you,
Yeah.
getting all fancy. My brain after stream.
Yeah. So I was trying to figure out, since I started streaming early, and if the live stream, I started streaming like 20 minutes.
Oh shit.
Well, I didn't start. Not I didn't start streaming. Like I went live like 20 minutes ago. Just had the intro going or whatever while I was waiting. But I was thinking, so my video that I made, it got age restricted. I don't know why.
Unsurprised.
I don't know why. So I thought if I played it as an intro to the podcast, would it make the podcast age restricted? Not like it really matters.
Duh.
But if it was like 20, like if I was already live 20 minutes in the live show, they're gonna scroll 20 minutes.
They're still gonna see it, bro.
Well, I'm gonna play it on stream regardless. So I made.
I figured you would.
Yeah. So I made a YouTube video that I wanted to make. Eventually I'm gonna make like a whole bunch of different videos like this and like string them together, and then that way when it's a going live screen or whatever, like 10, 15 minutes,
you can just have a bunch of stuff
just gonna have a bunch of stuff playing. So anyway, I made a dumb AI music video. So I'm gonna share it with everybody. So enjoy the next 2.5, almost 3 minutes.
This beat, it's got that groove, oh yeah. Curvy queen strut, make the whole world stare. Confidence on fleek, jiggle physics so fine. Chest bouncing to the rhythm, stealing the shine. Got that strut, yeah, curvy and bold. Girls jiggling free, worth more than gold. No push-up needed, it's a natural spree. This rack's iconic, pure legendary. Hip sway, curve sway, watch the vibe ignite. Girls bouncing proud, we're rocking all night. Don't stop, won't stop, keep it popping like whoa. Jiggle physics flow, let's steal the show. Bouncy funk, you know we got that spark. Curvy when you shine, glowing in the dark. Bouncy funk, yeah, we're turning it up. Chesty jiggling high, filling up the cup. Bouncy funk, come on, move with the beat. Shake it, break it, bring that curvy heat. Oh, 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 bouncy funk, let's go. Oh, 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 bouncy funk, steal the show. Rolling with the squad, curves lead the way. Jogging in the park, rack bouncing all day. Sports bra tight, but the jiggle still flows. Got that curvy rhythm everywhere we go. Pop, rock, drop it, queens of the scene. Girls with that bounce, living out the dream. From the club to the streets, jiggle physics free. Curvy energy, that's the key to me. Hip sway, curve slay, watch the vibe ignite. Girls bouncing proud, we're rocking all night. Don't stop, won't stop, keep it popping like whoa. Jiggle physics flow, let's steal the show. Bouncy funk, you know we got that spark. Curvy when the shine, glowing in the dark. Bouncy funk, yeah, we're turning it up. Chesty jiggling high, filling up the cup. Bouncy funk, come on, move with the beat. Shake it, break it, bring that curvy heat. Oh, 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 bouncy funk, let's go. Oh, 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 bouncy funk's to the show. Stop, wait a minute. Feel that jiggle, yeah, curvy women winning. High heel sneakers or barefoot flow. Rack bouncing bold, we run the show. Call the squad, let's make it loud. Curvy confidence, we're so proud. From the front to the back, let's make it pop. Bouncy funk, we ain't never gonna stop. Bouncy funk, you know we got that spark. Curvy women shine, glowing in the dark. Bouncy funk, yeah, we're turning it up. Chesty jiggling high, filling up the cup. Bouncy funk, come on, move with the beat. Shake it, break it, bring that curvy heat. Oh, 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 bouncy funk, let's go. Oh, 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 bouncy funk's to the show. Bouncy funk, yeah, curvy and fly. Girls be jiggling up, reaching for the sky. Oh, oh, say it loud, say it proud. Bouncy funk forever, curvy queens rule the crowd.
Very well done.
My hyper focus went to a weird spot when I started making that. I just couldn't stop myself.
I can't imagine where it went.
Oh hell. Yeah, so that was my stupid jiggle physics song that I had AI make me.
AI being a force of good for the world.
It still makes me laugh. So my favorite part, because I was trying to get everything to line up with the lyrics. So I moved clips around and everything, like
Make more
the snowbreak part where the heels, so it's like heels or sneakers or whatever, and then like the shoes show up, and I was like, and then everything else, like that whole scene just flows with those lyrics. I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
It does.
Star Wars Yoda, I did make you. I did make more. Or you should. I don't know if Tangia not working. Maybe Tangia is not working. Oh no! Screw stuff up. Look there.
And now it's all broken.
Hang on. Pull my OBS. Tangier. I don't know. I haven't opened Tangia in so long. Who knows? Chad would come in doing Tangia stuff, and then like he's the only one that does it, so I don't pay attention to it.
Aww. That's so mean. That's how he's been throwing all of his biddies. That's how he's been supporting the hive.
I know. Like I said, but he comes in, and I forgot about it until he comes in. Okay, let's see. Let me replay it.
Aggressively using Tangia every fucking couple of seconds.
Enjoy that.
I did.
Make more.
You should. There we go. I did it. And then he also farted on stream too. Gonna go through. There it goes. Oh, right in your face.
Rude.
I didn't hear any sound though. Was there no sound on that one? There may have been no sound on it.
It's supposed to be a fart sound and Peter laughing.
Like that?
More of like a ha ha.
Not how he laughs. That's not how he laughs. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why the sound isn't working. Is there some way to refresh?
You can control it through OBS.
Yeah, then we refresh the cache or something. Refresh cache. Try again. I don't know why. So the sound shows up. It shows that it's making sound in OBS, but no sound's coming through.
Go to your advanced audio properties and hit monitor input and output.
Oh, you right.
I got your back, man.
You right. Tangia, monitor, and output, right?
Yep, input and output. That'll let you hear it as well as them. You're farting on me again, aren't you?
Okay, I did it. I did it. I got it. I fixed it. Thank you. Okay, back to this. So I figured out my audio issue. Basically, what I did, I went into settings. I deleted my microphone off the universal settings.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no mic universally on my. I just have to whatever scene. If I want to put a mic on it, I have to
You have to add it manually. Yeah. Got it.
And that's what I needed to do, and I just for some reason couldn't fucking figure that out. So we got some news this week. How you been? You been good?
Yeah, I've been better. I'll be honest, but I'm doing all right. How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good. Pretty good. I'm trying to stay motivated. Like I said, I made that video. I made a couple other videos last week. I've got some more ideas for videos that I want to record. I'm trying to stay motivated and be content focused, like trying to make some content and stuff. I need to get around to actually going live and streaming. I was really afraid of buying Doom and like just losing all my time to Doom, and then I bought Doom and I lost all my time to Doom, and so
at least you're enjoying the game. It's not something you're going, God damn it, Nemo, I'm wasting my fucking money again, this piece of shit.
When have I said that ever?
Oh, I wonder when. Black Myth Wukong.
Oh, well, easy with that woos, okay? So, Black Myth Wukong though, that game actually really did disappoint. you know, most games I do enjoy. That like Once Human, like I actually enjoy playing Once Human with everybody. It just aggravates me when the servers switch because then I'm like, wait,
It's understandable.
what the fuck
It
am
is
I
a
supposed to do now? You know,
very understandable aggravation.
Yeah.
I do it mostly so that way I don't feel stagnant because that's what happens whenever I start hitting level 50.
yeah,
I don't feel like there's any challenge anymore, so I have to go to a new server.
yeah, and I agree with that. It's just like I haven't logged in a couple weeks, and then like the server switched while I was in the middle of like not being there because I was on vacation and stuff, and so I'm coming back to something. What are you roaring at me now for? Jeez. Hang on, wait a minute.
Good job, little boy. Nyum Nyum, so proud.
Better.
No.
That lives on this site forever. You know that, right?
Lives on you and Spooky's side, damn it.
I have the hard file somewhere. I think it's on my old PC. No. I took it off my old PC. Right. I saved it.
No.
It's now installed on my new PC. Is that Tangia? Wait, hey, I went to Buc-ee's. Hey! Yeah, I got stopped by Buc-ee's. That place is freaking awesome. Everybody's like, oh, it's... I got some people like, it's super consumeristic or whatever. It's like, shut the fuck up. It's great. I love Buc-ee's. It was awesome. Like, okay, so the one I went to is in Amarillo, Texas when I was driving through to go on vacation. And it's a pretty new one. Like, it hasn't been opened that you walk in to the bathrooms. Man, I don't think you've ever been in a public restroom that's like this good. Okay.
Yeah, serenade me about the public toilets.
So, there's like, for one, there's like 50 stalls or something in these.
Jesus.
Yeah. And they're all separated. They're not like, the stupid shitty metal ones.
Side to sides?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're side by side, but they're all like separate walls and doors to each. You know
Ooh.
what I mean? So it's not like the people can look underneath and shit like that.
Exactly.
And they're super clean. And then there's like rows of, the stalls and the urinals line one wall. And then there's like, in the middle, there's back-to-back sinks. There's like different sinks all the way through. And I didn't go in the women's restroom, obviously, but I can only assume it's just as good in there.
I mean, all you'd have to do was say, it's BAM! And no one will question it.
That's true. I could have put a tutu on and went through there. Pulled a Ace Ventura.
Bro, you don't even have to do a tutu. All you have to do is put a ribbon in your hair. That's all guys think it needs to be a girl.
Yeah, that's true, too.
It's fucking sad.
So
all I need is a ribbon and some lipstick, and I'm a girl now. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, damn, that's all I need? Shit, why haven't I gotten a date yet, then?
So anyway, they make brisket there. They make a killer brisket sandwich. Super good. They also
Why are you eating my cat?
They also have this thing called beaver nuggets.
Beaver nuggets?
Yeah, so everything is branded. I think it's made in house too. A lot of it is. Identified as a woman. All you guys say, yeah. Sure. But anyway, so these beaver nuggets, they're kind of like a corn pop cereal, but they got a little bit different like coating on them. They're like a puffed up kind of something. I don't know, but they kind of remind me of corn pops. But anyway, super good. And I had to stop on the way back at Buc-ee's again. We were coming back through.
I've never been, but that sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. It was crazy busy too. Like it was fucking stacked, and
I'm not surprised. I mean, if it's as good as you say it was, it's probably always going to be pretty busy.
Well, and it's supposed to be a giant gas station, and their gas is cheaper than most of the places, and they've got like 100 pumps or something like that. Like
Jesus.
So, I mean, it's like a freaking shopping mall inside.
It's like Costco here.
Yeah, it's nuts in there. Yeah, so I went to Buc-ee's. I was like, yeah, I had to get me a Buc-ee's shirt. So that was part of my vacation. It was super fun.
Buc-ee's represent.
All right, I got some stuff here that I saw that I thought was pretty cool.
What you got? Because the only thing I have is depressing news about Nintendo from my side.
Oh, yeah, gross. Amazon Prime free gaming gets 6 bonus free games today, including Resident Evil. I'm sorry, not Resident Evil. Tomb Raider 1 through 3
Tomb
remastered.
Raider.
So I did find this. You got to have the. I went on to Prime Gaming since I already have Prime. And you got to get a GOG account, which I have a GOG account anyway. I just don't think I have the launcher installed on this PC.
I actually just recently heard about GOG. I bought a couple of games for them.
Yeah. They're good. So they're more like when you buy it, you own it kind of thing. Like they're not like a digital license. Like Steam is still one of the best out there, but they still have that kind of that digital license thing or whatever.
Yeah, they still have to follow some license.
Yeah, but GOG they're trying to like keep games or whatever. What is it? Preserve games. That's what I was trying to think.
Yeah.
Anyway, basically, if you got Amazon Prime, click over there to Amazon Prime Gaming, and I'm gonna pick up Tomb Raider 1 through 3 remastered. Because
very cool.
I haven't played those games since the original PlayStation.
Shit. I wound up picking up a copy of Dragon Age because my copy that I have on Steam fucking broke thanks to goddamn BioWare. BioWare is the one that does that, right?
EA, yeah.
Yeah.
Lord
Yeah,
have mercy, I'm
basically,
about to bust.
Whatever
The
they did, they
bus.
fucked up the copy.
Just fucking Tangia.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, like I said, if you got Amazon Prime, go check that out. We got Saints Row 2 on there as well. Saints Row 4 re-elected. We should get Saints Row 4. Because you ever played Saints Row 4?
I don't. It does not sound familiar.
Okay, Saints Row 4. It's not the best Saints Row. I'm not gonna lie.
Is that the one that's in the simulation?
Yes.
Okay, then yes, I have played that one. It
Well-
wasn't that bad.
No.
It didn't really stick.
Yeah, no. To me, it was fun. A lot of people didn't like it. I enjoyed it, but we should grab that and do co-op.
We should. I'm pretty sure I still have a copy of Saints Row 4 here on my PC. I've got all the Saints Row games.
So I may go on there and check that out and see if I can get I'll get reelected because I have it on PlayStation, but I don't have it on PC. Dungeon of the Endless Definitive Edition. Don't know what that is.
Dungeon of the Endless is actually a fun game. I don't think it would be one that you would enjoy. It is a isometric type.
Yeah, those are very rarely do I like those.
Exactly. That's why I'm like flat out. You probably won't like that one.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of fun though.
Yeah, I may look at it when I go on there to see what. I may give her a look. So go check these games out. Amazon Prime Gaming, which is something I didn't even know I had. Apparently, sadly, you know what I mean. Like I didn't know I had free games on Prime, and I paid for that shit. So
I know that occasionally you can get like sometimes Twitch will do some free shit with Prime, not just free Twitch subscription on whoever's channel. Sometimes you get like a free copy of such and such or bonus items or shit.
I knew about drops, but I didn't know about anything else.
Bonus ducks.
So we'll see. That was another thing with Twitch too. I kind of mentioned that before, where they said that they're going after multi-streamers now.
Are they?
Yeah. So there was another. I don't know if it was a VTuber. It was just another streamer who went to streaming on multi, and because it's still technically against like Twitch TOS to stream multi-stream or whatever, and like show the other stream's chat or what on at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
They've been lax about that for a while, but now that like some of your bigger ones, Asmongold, Tectone, some of them guys are doing more multi-streaming stuff. I think they're maybe cracking down on the like showing other chats or whatever. But they're just gonna push more people off their platform. That's all they're gonna do.
Exactly. At this point, Twitch, you've given us no other option but to multi-stream.
Yeah.
You choose favorites. You pay specific people more, other people entirely nothing. I've been lucky that I've been able to get any kind of payment from you guys, and I've had to pry it from your asshole fingers.
I'm hoping like Amazon's not gonna keep. Amazon's got a shit ton of money. They're not gonna be hurting for money, but
they can't exactly be enjoying this black hole.
Twitch has been bleeding money forever. And while it is has the biggest audience still for live streaming services, and still has some of the most innovative tools and stuff for live streaming services, their fucking management is awful.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, Dan Clancy is just doing his best to run this platform into the ground.
It's not just that; it's whoever else is all the moderators and shit that these people, that they don't, like the bull crap they did to Tectone, where like he appealed his ban. They said
your 7-day ban. Here, take this and we'll make it shorter. Oh, congratulations! Your 14-day ban is now 7 days.
No. So he appealed it. The appeal went through. His ban got canceled, but then they said, well, it's because it's the weekend. They didn't actually unban him till Monday. This all happened on Friday night. His ban got canceled Friday night, but he couldn't actually live stream till Monday because they didn't work on the weekend. Some shit.
That is so dumb.
Yeah. So anyway, like I said, that's just petty shit. There was some dipshit deer person or whatever in the moderator team.
Deer person.
Well, remember there was some community manager that was like a deerkin or some shit. This came out like a few years ago.
My god, no.
She thought she was a deer or some shit. Anyway, yeah. So, speculation though, like I hope Twitch ends up selling out, and then like, honestly, it would probably be Elon and X to buy them,
mm-hmm.
or a Microsoft could come in and buy them.
They are the biggest piece of
I keep
shit company of all
hoping that
time.
Elon will
That's true,
actually
they are
do
the
like he
at the
joked
top,
about.
But they have been repeatedly shooting themselves in the dick.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think Anakin somehow got a hold of the CEO position with how downhill this has been going.
Now Vader was actually right most of the time. So anyway, another one that I would actually enjoy if they got it would be Rumble. And Rumble is actually, they're kind of leading the pack in a lot of live streaming.
I haven't heard about it live streaming, but I have heard about if you want to replace your YouTube, you go to Rumble.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of people that are, a lot of your bigger political streamers and stuff are streaming on Rumble. Anyway, I don't know, like, it's still, they're focusing more on bigger names, and there's a lot of the littler guys that aren't doing it, but like side scrollers had went to, basically their live service subscription base is through Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
And locals, Rumble and locals are the same thing now. So if you set your own website and own live service up through them, when you pay your subscription to them, you also get like premium Rumble account.
Yeah.
So it's a really cool setup. Like I said, anyway, if they were ever to acquire Twitch, yeah, it would be over for the rest of them.
Yeah, that's another reason why after this month I'm going to probably stop streaming on Twitch myself and just switch over to Kick and YouTube.
So I heard you say that, and like, I gotta get to where I can live stream on Kick. I still haven't just set it up. And I tried last week to make YouTube the primary like stream off OBS, but it just fucked everything. Like
it's a pain in the ass. It's not recommended to have it be YouTube primary.
Yeah, trying to make not make Twitch primary it's screwed a lot of shit up. The OBS is still very. So I'm hoping there's also like another OBS like system like app or something that comes along too. I'm not.
I do hope. Yeah, I agree with that one because I hate Streamlabs.
Yeah. Well, Streamlabs is monetized, so you can't multi-stream unless you pay.
Oh, there's that. Also, trying to edit any of the backgrounds like I do on OBS it is so much more difficult.
Yeah. Well, they make it difficult,
annoying as possible.
They make it difficult so you'll jump into their monetization and buy their shit.
And while I admit a lot of their shit's really pretty, I've enjoyed using it in the past. I cannot afford a fucking $20 to $30 monthly pass for that shit.
True.
I speak in the language of broke bitch.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm still paying. I pay like $20 a month or whatever for StreamYards. StreamYards to me for the podcast thing is. But I found free alternatives. I could jump over to doing something free instead of using StreamYard, and not Discord either, because Discord was. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Most of my stuff's set up here, so it's kind of nice. Okay, I found us a headliner. See that?
Oh,
I haven't had one in a couple weeks.
yeah. What you got?
Been a minute.
I've missed the kazoo.
So you play Roblox, right?
I'm on Amazon.
Yeah, I know. So you still
Yes,
play?
I'm still on Roblox right now.
You're playing Roblox right now. Are you protesting on Roblox?
No. Should I be?
Kids are protesting ICE in Roblox.
Oh my fucking god! Ban them.
Synthetic
Ban them
fame, dad tats, soft clubbing, black market, laboobas, whatever. Laboobas, honk, shoe maxing, grandma hobbies, layoff culture, Zuran, mod. What the fuck am I even saying right now? Apple's mosh pit problem and no kings Barbies. What the fuck? Recently, Roblox players have been conducting a virtual ICE immigration raid. Virtual ICE immigration. Roblox players have been conducting virtual ICE immigration raids. Players dressed as ICE agents have barged into other players' houses and they've been arrested. Hiding the user in his kitchen, chased down another player while conducting border patrol surveillance. Roblox ICE agents hunted down a young player in his bedroom before this post is paid for. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna read all of this shit. I'm not gonna pay for this shit.
This is amazing. Go Roblox.
Hang on, we're gonna find the rest of this article though, because I'm not gonna pay for it, but we're gonna find more. So there was another picture about the Roblox thing, saying that, like they did a protest to ICE raids in Roblox, and then the Roblox cops shot them.
Sounds about right.
Oh my god.
Folks on Roblox are brutal.
Despite being primarily a children's game, Roblox has evolved into a sort of emergent civic theater for kids online, argues Taylor. Recently, some Roblox players have been conducting virtual immigration and customs enforcement raids. Yeah, little Trumper kids are gonna mimic their parents, right?
Wait, can I rewind this? Look at this. She's got the.
Actually calling them little Trumpers.
Yeah. So she's got the fake freckles filter on too. You see this?
Oh my god!
A children's game, Roblox has evolved into
it's way too close.
Civic theater for kids. Taylor. Recently, some Roblox players have been conducting virtual immigration and customs enforcement raids. Yeah, little Trumper kids are gonna mimic their parents, right? They see their parents glorifying the terrors of ICE.
Yeah, just flashbanging us
glorifying
like crazy.
The American Gestapo, and unfortunately, children are going to
Flashbang
process
again.
That through play.
Gonna take it away.
Like our kids are processing the injustices of this regime through play. So Trumpers' kids have been dressing their Roblox players up as ICE agents and barging into other players' houses.
Madam,
they have arrested a user hiding in his kitchen and chased down another while conducting, quote, border patrol surveillance. So as tensions reached a boiling point in the real world and thousands of people took to the streets in LA to protest ICE, Roblox players were protesting within the game. They were battling cops, breaking down barricades, waving Mexican flags, and facing off across a line of players who decided to dress like ICE in SWAT gear. Despite being primarily a children's game, Roblox has evolved into sort of an emergent civic theater for kids online. The game is now where thousands of children go to process major world events through highly intricate roleplay. These simulations are
this is a woman who clearly doesn't know anything about gaming
and represent a shift toward a more participatory kind of media.
Okay, that's
Simon
my last
Gutierrez, a
flashbang.
17-year-old high school
Thanks for the
student
cheers.
organized yesterday's
They're in
Roblox
Brookhaven.
protest
I could
against
get
ICE,
in my.
said
I
he
could get on my
wanted to
account and
attend
get
an
my car.
IRL No Kings protest, but his older sister said no. So instead,
we're gonna get live on the ground coverage of the ICE protest from Nemo, our co-host Nemo Mimi.
But they're unable.
I'm on the ground
so
in my car.
To, Gutierrez said. ICE protests
Nobody is illegal.
primarily taking place in Brookhaven, a massive multiplayer role-playing experience within Roblox. The experience's name is based on the real city of Brookhaven, Georgia, where offline ICE raids and protests are also taking place.
It's
Last
gonna make me
Thursday,
log into
police
Brookhaven
arrested
again.
6
God damn
people
it!
involved in anti-ICE protests IRL in Brookhaven.
See?
Roblox version of Brookhaven is the most visited Roblox experience ever, with 70 billion visits. It's essentially become the internet's default metaverse, where events in the real world are often played out in the game. Since that initial protest, more have been planned, and Roblox users are posting the dates and times on TikTok, along with their usernames and Discord server links. The kids are mobilizing and organizing and coordinating. They are trying to solicit attendance and get a real tally of how many kids are showing up online to protest ICE.
Who's brainwashed now? God. These Trumper kids are imitating their parents. So the ones that are protesting the ICE aren't imitating their parents and their
Oh yeah,
beliefs and
it's only
worldviews
one
too?
side that can. It's only one side that can be brainwashed.
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
you know?
Oh my gosh, these
Only
people.
one side is evil.
These people. If you're not following me on X, you should go and follow me on X because I've been posting some banger.
My God, I'll admit, the few times I go onto X, I do just kind of go over to your side to see who you're pissing off.
So somebody posted a picture of Assassin's Creed, and they had like a Eve from Stellar Blade, and somebody else on there too. It was like, this is the Assassin's Creed for incels or some shit like that. And the quote was like, look who's talking now, like this game's outselling your game or whatever. And then my quote back was, Yasuke did make history though, the first Black Samurai to ruin a franchise.
Bro, let the corpse lie.
Well, I had everybody pretty much agreed with me, but I did have one dick writer who's like, it sold so well. It was the second best selling Assassin's Creed game. I was like,
Oh
shut
yeah,
the fuck
so
up.
well.
Shut the. I was like, oh, the massive super duper success of Assassin's Creed. Show me how their stock did. I'll wait.
Oh.
And then he quoted back something else, and then I actually brought up screenshots of the stock, and I was like, yeah, see.
That's mean. You can't hit them with facts. They don't know any better.
Ask you a question.
They'll get violent and start throwing
prepared to
Molotovs.
die?
That's the only way they know how to respond.
When the parents, when they bring their kids to actual protests, yeah, it's true. I mean, well, there was that one kid that was like, they were like, oh, the kid got pepper sprayed or something. Like,
Oh
you
yeah,
brought
the
your
lady was
5-year-old.
wearing.
Yeah.
She was wearing her fucking baby on her chest. Oh my God, my baby got pepper sprayed. No shit, madam. You should be taken to jail. Your kid should be put in protective services. What the fuck are you thinking, taking your 5-year-old child to a protest?
I got a minute video that I'll play through real quick of the ICE protest in Roblox, and I'm gonna run and grab a water.
Okay.
We didn't fail. You guys are just turbo idiots.
Oh look, they're even having the mostly peaceful fires.
So
Because nothing says peace like Liberty Bricks.
I really need to get the URL for the mostly peaceful podcast coming soon. And the background will just be a dumpster on fire.
There you go.
Okay.
MainAceChase mostly peaceful podcast.
Yeah, mostly peaceful podcast. Okay, there's Roblox. You want more news? You want some more news that you're gonna go, what the fuck?
Yes, make me question why humans are a thing, please. I don't regret being alive enough. No. No. No, that's already a joke me and my mom do all the fucking time. Oh, yes, it's not on top of mind. No, Sony. Take it back.
Like I
Put
said,
it back.
it's going to make you go, what? Yeah, PlayStation 6 is already top of mind, says Sony's CEO. Summary, PlayStation 6 is now Sony's top hardware priority. Local gaming is preferred over cloud due to stability and cost. Sony hints at big upgrades like ray tracing and machine learning. Sony focuses on console hardware, not just cloud. So, there was another chart that I saw earlier this week that said that PlayStation 5 has made more money than PlayStation 1 through 4 has made combined. And I don't know how the fuck they came up with that number. Because the PlayStation 2 was the most sold console ever. At like 225 or 250 million units worldwide. PlayStation 4, I think it grossed over 100 million. Like, it was the second most popular system ever to be sold ever. And the PlayStation 5 just exists. Like, you know what I mean?
There was a Kaiba machine. There was sad little man.
Well, there was a scarcity of them at when they initially launched. It felt like there was a scarcity the whole time. Then they announced the PS5 Pro. I start seeing more. Like, so I have a PlayStation 5. I bought it used. I haven't even turned it on in months or whatever now.
Like me and my Switch.
What about the Xbox 360? Actually, don't know.
I loved my 360.
I think the 360 may have beat out the PlayStation 4, but the PlayStation had sold a fuck ton of units, and I know the PS2 hands down is like the most sold console. Like it even beats out Nintendo. So, but they were saying that the PlayStation 5 has made more profit than those, which I can't figure out how because they didn't make any games. Of course, it's made more process. They didn't make any games though.
Well, of course, it made more. It cost more.
I guess the PS3 was expensive too at the time. The PS3 was like $400 or $500 when it launched.
But it also came with games.
Well, I mean that's true. Maybe it's because they're not spending any money on making games. Is why they're profitable. I mean that's always a possibility. So yeah, so they're talking about PlayStation 6. The PlayStation 6 could arrive in 2028, which is 3 years. Which actually would
if it's in 2028, that's not too bad.
Well, that's an 8-year. That's an 8-year console cycle, which is normally that's the norm. It's launched in 2020, so 8-year console cycle. Which but if they're already thinking about that, which means they're not thinking about anything else. There's no real game announcements coming out for Sony. Sony's had 2 big successes in the last couple of years, and they were Stellar Blade and Helldivers. And that's it. Those are the 2 big successes that they've had. Because their other first party shit, they lost a fuck ton of money. They lost a fuck ton of money on Concord. They're losing a fuck ton of money on Marathon, which we have a segue into Marathon too.
Oh God, no!
Bungie has officially delayed Marathon. Your voice has been strong and clear.
I don't think we're strong and clear enough, Bungie. Just let it die.
Well, basically, this is probably what's going to happen. The Destiny studio says it will continue to refine and test the PlayStation shooter. Bungie has officially delayed the shooter Marathon, claiming it needs more time to refine and test the game. And to delete all the fucking copyrighted art we stole. In a statement from Destiny Studios said, it needs more time to craft Marathon into the game that truly reflects your passion, and that it will use additional development time to empower the team to create an intense, high-stakes experience that a title like Marathon is built around. So, Marathon was initially scheduled to release in September. So, in roughly 2 more months, it was going to come out full game. Which lines up because all of Destiny 1 and 2 were both released in September. So that lines up. And most of their big yearly stuff comes out around September. I know because they normally launch right around my birthday. So, yeah. Marathon was set to release for September 23rd on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. Bungie had confirmed the game will be a premium product. The studio had yet to confirm a price. Through every comment and real-time conversation on social media Discord, your voice has been strong and clear. Bungie's statement reads, "We've taken this to heart. we know we need more time to craft Marathon into the game that truly reflects your passion.
Crap marathon.
Yeah. To crap it out. After much discussion with our dev team, we've made the decision to delay the September 23rd release. The alpha test created an opportunity for us to calibrate and focus on the game and what will make it uniquely compelling: a survival under pressure, mystery, and lore. Mysteries. And lore around every corner. Raid-like in-game challenges and Bungie's genre-defining first-person shooter combat. I mean, it's not really surprised. I've seen a lot of coping Sony posts about Marathon saying, "Oh, we're still all in on live service games and stuff like that," and everybody's like, "You guys haven't actually made a good one yet, so maybe you shouldn't be focused on live service. Like, maybe you should focus on making one instead of like a dozen or some crap."
Yeah,
So,
I can agree with that.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't really know. I don't know. The copyright art scandal hurt them a lot, real bad. But before all that happened, the alpha was not great. The alpha did not go over well. There was like initially the alpha had like 2,000 players, and then like by the next day or like just like 8 hours later or something like that, it got dropped by half of them. Half those people were like, "Yeah, it's not fun, so not playing it." And then further down and down, like they just said, it just wasn't fun. So I don't know, man. It was weird. They spent money on this Hollywood director to come in and direct that weird ass trailer that they made, and there's people like, "Oh, the trailer's really good," or, you know. And I've got some buddies of mine in chat. Bushwood was like, "Oh, it's just done really good." Yeah, maybe, but like maybe they shouldn't have spent money on that, and they should just like fix the fucking thing.
Wouldn't that have been an idea?
Yeah, Bungie has fallen from their once godlike status amongst gamers. That's true. I don't know if the main team's still there. Like I'm sure they've all scattered. They probably scattered because Destiny 2 has been floating in the void for a long time, and that's funny because there is void in it. You hear about like the expansion or whatever, but I don't really see a surge of players. I'm sure there's still people playing. Are you casting couch yourself? Is that what you're doing?
If I want to have a chair, I'll have a chair.
That's not a chair. That's a casting couch.
That's not a casting couch. It's just a couch.
That's a black casting couch.
It's a couch.
I mean, just Google it and see what you come up with.
No.
All right, let's move on. So there was Bungie, there was Marathon. I never thought this was gonna go well anyway. This just looks fucking weird. Fucking weird. Okay.
Weird.
I need to get that clip on here, don't I?
You do. I use it way too often for it to not be here.
I do need to put that clip on here. Now the couch needs its 5 guys behind it. Oh shit.
I mean, I can hang on. You keep doing manager things, Manager San. Let me do a thing here real quick. Don't worry about what I'm doing here. Oops. Continue working, manager.
Oh no, she's lit. All right. Okay, so we got another story here. Yoko Taro is weird, some would call it. The Drakengard and Nier creator, a bit of a nuthead. Nobody says that. A bit of a nut.
Yeah.
Fucking nuthead.
Weird ass.
It must be some weird translation. This is from the Video Gamer. Anyway, Yoko Taro. The 55-year-old Japanese game developer walks around with a moon-faced helmet and his eternal teenage boy character, Emil, and rolls around on the floor screaming, "Shit, Square Enix!" And we love him. What the fuck? Yoko Taro is weird, and that's led some of my all-time favorite games, Nier and Nier Automata, or Automata, however you want to pronounce that. There's a brilliance in their weirdness and darkness, too.
I do love Drakengard. That's an old series.
Yeah, real quick, change back to Nim. I got an idea. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Mew's going to get you with a Tangia.
There.
Just so you know. Oh, the blinking in sync is weird.
Don't let your kids watch it.
He didn't actually hide the stream, though, weirdly.
Robbie, no!
I said my audio was removed, too. I didn't want my audio removed.
Yeah, no, it mutes you entirely when you end up
That's-
focusing on me.
I didn't want that.
All me.
I am want that. That's not what to do. There we go. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love how the cats all react at once.
I know, like I said, their eyes are all in sync. It's weird. In a recent Q&A with fans, Taro was asked about the strangeness of game developers now versus the time when Drakengard was first conceived. While Drakengard is a pretty standard game throughout, its true ending, which ties to the near,
Standard game, my ass.
Here comes that bullshit. What up? Here
Game's a
comes that
fucking
bullshit.
acid
What
trip.
up? Here comes that
You have
bullshit. What
giant
up? Here
floating
comes that
man-eating
bullshit. What up?
world-ending
Watch him
babies.
roll it. Watch him go.
I know there's supposed to be a GIF to go with that. I don't know why they didn't show up.
Here come that boy.
Anyway, of course, there's still weird. I got lost.
I've been part of the game industry for 30 years, but I feel there's less weird people now, the game director said in response. I don't know if this is something simply happening in my field of view, if the game industry ended up like this, or if the whole world is like this now. Of course, there are still weird people making games in AAA space, but that's mostly Hideo Kojima. However, over a decade ago, the industry was filled with AA and even AAA games constructed by weird creatives that were allowed to express themselves.
Now they're
Banjo-Kazooie or Conker's Bad Fur Day.
See, now they're just weird on Twitter, though. Now they're game devs, but they're just weird on Twitter. They wear weird fursuits and they don't actually put any.
Well, that's because if they try to make anything sussy and weird nowadays, they'll get fucking canceled by the modern audience.
Well, that's just it. It's the modern audience making this crap. That's the problem. You know what I mean? That like I said, when I say the game developers are weird now, they're weird in the wrong way. They're weird on social media, not in making games. They're not trying to make new ideas. They're trying to force some kind of agenda and not some crazy idea that, you know, it may work, it may not. Nier Automata, like as a concept, is a weird ass game. Like I've never played it, but I've heard enough about it. Like it's a weird ass game. But it's like
Drakengard is an amazingly weird ass game.
Yeah, but it's like universally loved. And the same with Kojima. As much as I like say Kojima's too much of his shit. Like at least he does come up with original stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's all
dude is entirely original and authentic in his shit.
And he tries to push the boundary of what games and mechanics they've never been done before. And a lot of these people are just cookie cutter bullshitting. It sucks. And it's not necessarily the developer's fault. Like I said, it's the suits sitting around a table deciding the things. And then they hire 4,000 developers to actually make the thing. And those 4,000 developers don't actually get any say or creative license in the... So it's just all a bunch of little mindless drones pecking away at computers.
He put Pecora in his latest game? What the fuck?
Oh, that's right. She is voicing a character in the game.
That's awesome. Go Pecora.
So, anyway.
God, I want to voice act in something so bad. I'd love to.
I want to talk about weird all of this. However, weird people are making games have not disappeared. They just don't have AAA funding. Indie games are truly bizarre, and titles such as Undertale, Deltarune, Doki Doki Literature Club, Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, Disco Elysium, Frog Fractions, and countless others. That's true. Well, when it comes down to it, and there was another quote that I saw earlier today, which said that the studio that did Expedition 33, Claire Obscura, or whatever, was like 33. It was like 33 people and a dog, and Hideo Kojima's like, that's the perfect size.
Exactly.
And it really is. I think there is like there are actual model invoices in the game. Okay.
Like you sit there and say, oh, it's because they don't have AAA budget, except for the fact that we've seen multiple games, indie developers come out with basically no budget and be able to create something beautiful. And these AAA games have all this budget, all these people, all this quote unquote talent, and they can't even make a half decent turd.
So,
I don't think money has anything to do with it.
yeah. There's some truly weird stuff out there, and occasionally it breaks through and becomes really popular. Unfortunately, a game that costs hundreds of millions of dollars to make AAA studios don't want to take the risk of making something bizarre unless they're Sega releasing a pirate spin-off of a game of the Yakuza series. That's crazy. It's true. The pirate Yakuza did look pretty fun.
I love the Yakuza franchise. Yeah. It is so fucking weird.
Maybe this is why we haven't seen an official sequel to Nier Automata in the soon-to-be decade since its release. Maybe Yoko Taro is too weird for Square Enix to risk $100 million on, despite the popularity of his last game. On the other hand, they have been secretly cooking something up in the background for years. Oh, he should get away from Square Enix. Square Enix was the first company to really go down this rabbit hole, because at one point in time they were trying to publish, like, they picked up everything, and they didn't ever produce it. Like, it took them years and years and years to produce anything, and they just kept it like, oh, Square Enix is going to develop this game, and Square Enix is going to develop this game. This was like back in 2017, 2018. And I'm going to be honest with you, there's not a lot of Square games that I actually give a shit about. I mean, like, I did enjoy Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, but that was fucking 20 years ago. You know?
Like, shit, I remember enjoying Kingdom Hearts when I was in, like, I think either first or third grade. I was a Bobby.
I know. I'm an old man.
And the fucking third one just came out a couple of years ago.
Well, there was like 7 others in between that, too, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really count those.
I don't either. Because, well, it was such a weird thing, because there was like 1 and 2. Well, 1 was on PlayStation 2, and 2 was on... Was it PS3?
Wasn't it on PS3?
I think
it was on PS3.
Yeah. And 2 was weird, too, because you started out as a different character.
Yeah.
And then you get back to the main character. But then there was, like, Birth by Sleep, which was on the DS.
No, that was the PSP or the Vita.
Well, whatever. It was on, like, some handheld console. Then there was another one that was
365 days and a half.
Yeah. So then there was, like I said, so all the titles were on, like, different consoles, so you couldn't, unless you owned all those consoles, you couldn't even play all of them.
One of my personal favorites was Chain of Memories, even though a lot of people hate that game because it is basically a card game version of Kingdom Hearts. It's like active card game. You have to be finding these cards and doing combos as fast as you can and hope that your deck doesn't run out mid-battle.
All right. Do you want good news or bad news?
Let's go with the bad.
Well, okay. Game that raised $300,000 on Kickstarter won't be released as studio shuts down. Imagine your disappointment upon reading this. The developer behind a partially community-funded PC game, Alzara Radiant Echoes. I have no idea what this game is. They announced that shutting down the game won't be released after the team raised more than $300,000 to make it. Studio Camellia, which successfully raised 294,000 euros, 339,000 US, for more than 5,000 people to fund the game via Kickstarter, made the announcement in a statement. We can only imagine your disappointment upon reading this. Yeah, we spent money on something you fucking burnt. Studio Camellia will not refund money to people who contributed to the Kickstarter because they've already spent it. Neither the studio nor Kickstarter is able to refund your contribution to the project. We are truly sorry for that. It said, adding the Kickstarter campaigns inherently risky are advertised as such. Kickstarter says people who pledge funds to a project should know beforehand that Kickstarter is not a store. We do not issue refunds. When you back a project, you're supporting a creator's right to try and make something new and agree to go along for the ride. What happened?
I mean, they're not wrong. That is what Kickstarter is kind of for.
No. That's yeah. I agree. No, her actual model and voice. Okay, right here.
Yeah, old one.
The team that wrote in the statement that it wanted to build a JRPG with a fresh perspective and one that was influenced by games like Final Fantasy Golden Sun. The
Ooh,
company
I haven't heard about Golden Sun in forever.
The company was funded on part by the Kickstarter campaign, along with money from staffers, own personal savings, along with business angels, banks, and institutions. The game is also accepted in Microsoft's developer acceleration program. However, all this only covered half of what the studio said it needed to produce Alzara. It decided to run a Kickstarter campaign to demonstrate to potential investors that Alzara had legs, and the team thought it. The team sought funding from an industry partner, but ultimately unable to secure one. Investors are now operating in a market where taking risk is discouraged, and they can't afford to wait before committing to a project in order to reduce risk, the statement said. Okay, anyway, TLDR.
Let me just finish reading it, if you would zoom in a little bit. Okay. Studio Camilla attended Tokyo Gaming Show DICE and other industry events to meet with partners about raising funding, but none of them resulted in a contract. We spared no effort and tried to hold on as long as we could, the developer said. This is part of the harsh reality of the industry. We are creatives, but we need funding to keep creating. Sometimes, even having a promising game concept with proven market interest and a strong team is not enough. Many say that every released game is a miracle, and that couldn't be more true. Alzara is now on an indefinite pause as the too far. Thank you. As the studio undergoes the liquidation process that requires various legal procedures that will run for some time. There is a slim chance that a third party might one day step in and offer to take over the project. If that happens, the game will inevitably take a different direction than what was presented during the campaign, but hopefully for the better, the studio said. Pre-production demo footage. While Azara may never be released, Studio Camilla released pre-production demo footage of the game, showing it in its non-finished state. The studio said it cannot release the demo itself due to copyright reasons and issues pertaining to the liquidation process.
You want to watch this?
Up to you. I'm interested.
Okay, so they said JRPG.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about their indie studio making a JRPG, but we just had Expedition 33 come out, which was not technically a JRPG, but it was a turn-based RPG game.
Mm-hmm.
That was
clearly
better than whatever this was, I guess, because they couldn't
be nice.
It's too loud. Let's turn it.
Thank you.
All right, let's skip forward. It's 4 minutes long, so we're gonna skip some. Already I'm getting Kingdom Hearts vibes. You know
For me, I'm getting Final Fantasy X vibes. I approve.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not a Final Fantasy guy, so I couldn't really tell you. Found a large fruit. And this was supposed to be, I'm guessing, some kind of like island, Pacific island locale.
It's an island village.
Yeah. I don't hate it.
I think it looks very pretty. It's a shame that it didn't get very far.
Sail away. Come sail away. Come sail away with me.
Definitely Final Fantasy vibes.
Yeah. Well, they said it was supposed to be in lieu of whatever.
Mm-hmm. Final Fantasy and Golden Sun.
Alright.
Oh, it's a shame this didn't make it very far.
Well, I mean, it could be picked up.
Because I'm enjoying the music. I'm enjoying the sights.
Whoa!
What the fuck? Little bastard.
Hey, get back here. It's a puzzle.
It's nothing.
Let the games begin.
Aw, I would have played the hell out of this.
Hit it! Smack it! Didn't even run up and hit it!
Well, this is still its very early
I know,
demo.
I know.
Probably still.
Oh, we got a combo back to back.
Bromance!
That's enough for me. I'll take it from here.
They're doing like some switch out stuff or something.
Aw. Well, I do hope somebody takes this up because this looks like it could be really interesting. Congratulations to the devs for getting it this far, and I'm sorry that you weren't able to get it as far as you wanted.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
But you guys did excellent work. Because we don't know how many people are even working on this project. It could be a very small group.
Yeah, that's true.
So what they've managed to do, if it is a small group, is damned impressive. It's very smooth.
Yeah. Chad just sent me something on Discord. What did you say? Whoa! What the hell? What the hell? That would fuck me up.
Aw. No, this is actually a shame. This would have been great. Oh!
So each character
Has their own system that they're able to do.
So this is kind of like Genshin, really. Genshin kind of had that. Not exactly the same, but like each character.
No, I
had-
understand
had
what you
their
mean.
own Stuff. Oh, that looks really cool.
It's a pretty harpy.
I like the wings.
Phoenix fly, whatever it's supposed to be.
Bring it on. Hang on, I got
Bark!
Hang on.
Bark! Yeah, that's a shame. That would have been really cool. I do hope someone takes it up, because it's sad to see something with that much promise go to waste.
I agree. I agree.
To the devs, you did excellent. Don't let this get you down. Keep working, guys. It's fantastic.
I agree. It did look good. Yeah, hopefully somebody will pick that up and we'll see more of it because I was actually pleasantly surprised. I don't go into things with a lot of hope. Because
I don't see it being a game that you yourself would play. I think it's a little bit too slow for you, but
Yeah.
it does. I mean, it looks like something that I would play the
So-
hell out of.
I've come to realize now the reason why I don't like a lot of these slow narrative-driven games because I'm just too distracted. Because I've got two monitors here, and if I'm playing a game over here, I've got Twitch and something going on this monitor.
ADHD go burr.
Yeah, and then I've got my phone with me. So I can't focus on... So if there's ever a lull where they're just talking or whatever, I do not care about that. I will focus on other things. If I was
And it's understandable.
if I was to sit down and just play this in my recliner on a PlayStation and my TV and nothing else,
You probably enjoy the hell
I would
out of
probably enjoy a lot more games. I'll be honest with you, a lot more games.
it. You might want to look into getting like a Steam Deck or something. That's what I'm looking into. I would
Well,
love to get a Steam Deck someday.
I have this. I don't know why that's not showing up on stream, dude. Maybe it does show up on Twitch. It's just not showing. It's probably showing up. Yeah, it's showing up on OBS. StreamYards. Right, that's what.
Oh yeah,
what
no,
it is.
StreamYards, it won't show any of this stuff, so I'm sorry if I'm not catching any specific things. I don't have your stream open.
I hear the sound. I just don't have OBS up. I have stream. Okay, Chad did send me something though. Hang on.
Yeah, he sent you proof of Pecora being in the game.
I copy link. I didn't mean to copy that one, Chase, dumbass. And sorry, I'm trying to get this link pulled up. There we
You're
go.
good. Take your time.
Well, it downloaded the link? What the fuck? Why? Bruh. Bruh.
Because it went hee hee.
Just wanted to.
No.
I can't.
Denied.
It just wants me to download it. I don't want to download. I just wanted to open it up. Like, send me. I think he sent me like the actual send me the actual link, dude, so I can just pull it up. I don't want to switch tabs and stuff. Actually, you know what? I'll just search it. Fuck it.
Yeah, if it's big news, it should be easy to find, especially with it being Pecora.
Yeah. I got it. I got you.
I don't watch her, but I do know she is an adorable little chaos gremlin.
Here we go. I got it. I got a clip.
Death Stranding 2.
Which this game, like, look at his fucking shit. Like, look at all the stuff he's got on it. So
yes,
damn you, fucking get out of here. I don't know why it's got these like weird contextual pop-ups. Like, so he's got guns, he's got boots tied on it. Like, look at all the little knickknacks and stuff he's got.
Dreamcatcher on your arm, or whatever that's supposed to be.
So, like, look, there's his boots.
Is the baby in the box?
I think it's up his butt now, I guess. I don't know.
What?
Arigato! Arigato!
Cute!
See, hearing a Japanese voice coming out of Norman Reedus, though.
Cute!
Okay.
Just a random Pecora.
Yeah. Yeah. So they put her in the game, but just the hologram. Cool. All right. Shit. You know what? I hate when I click that tab off and it kills my. Hang on, let me bring it back.
I broke it.
There we go. Onimusha Way of the Sword won't be an open world or Souls-like, promises director. The director of Onimusha Way of the Sword has strong opinions on maintaining the type of game franchise is known for. I'm looking forward to this still. Kojima did confirm Picora is his favorite YouTuber.
Nice.
The Onimusha franchise is created in a very different era for gaming, decades before the open world titles like Souls-like games. Okay, here's my thought. And I know that they said it's not going to be Souls-like. It should have been Souls-like. Hear me out. So, I had said this. So, the Souls-like genre has become probably one of the biggest genres right now. At least the most talked about. After Elden Ring, for sure. And then a lot of these games have done that. And I said that Capcom should capitalize. I said this years ago. That Capcom should capitalize and use Onimusha as a Souls-like game and make an actual Souls-like game in this universe with this characters and everything. And then they announced this, and I was like, well, fuck, somebody's hacked my goddamn computer. And sound effects be playing now. You died. So anyway, but now it's not going to be Souls-like. So it will be. If that's the case, so Onimusha was probably the original Souls-like type game. When it was definitely hard. And
it was either Onimusha or it was Demon Souls, because I remember Demon Souls being the one that was kind of like the precursor to.
Well, Demon Souls was the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of people didn't even know about it until Dark Souls came out.
Okay, so Demon Souls. Let's find out. Let's just look. I'm pretty sure Demon Souls was like PlayStation 3 area.
Oh yeah, no, it came out way before the rest of it. It's just a lot of people didn't know about it until after Dark Souls came out. I think Demon Souls was PlayStation 2 era.
Demon Souls, PlayStation 3. February 5th, 2009. And Onimusha was PlayStation 2.
Oh, okay. Well, excuse me. 'Twas wrong.
Yeah. So, anyway, like I said, but it was timing based. Like, if you attacked at the right time, you could parry or like do cool critical hits and stuff. Which, like I said, it would be the perfect game to make a Souls-like out of. But it looks like they're not going to do that. They're going to go with a traditional style, which I say traditional style. It was originally
Soul style devs lately.
He keeps fucking distracting me. I'm gonna have to turn that shit off. You're killing my ADHD, bro.
Pretty lights go burr. He can't help but look.
Yeah. Sounds go off, and I'm like, what the fuck is he saying now?
Jingling keys.
Yeah. So, well, it was initially made it was made in the same engine that Resident Evil was made.
Mm-hmm.
And it was tank controls, but you were using a sword instead of a gun. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting. So we'll see. I'm curious. I still want to play it. It looks really good. Hopefully, it'll be hack and slashy enough to, give me the itch I need to cut down demons. I'm very good.
I mean, personally, I have to give the dude credits because just right there, as it says up there, which you just scrolled past,
right.
He wants to keep it. You're good. About maintaining the type of gameplay the franchise is known for. So instead of having old diehards have to get used to a newer system, I think it's actually kind of nice that they're sticking with it.
Yeah, I know, but like I said,
I do understand your side of it as well. Don't get me wrong. I understand.
Now there is I guess there's Neo or whatever, which is if you want a samurai. And I saw that they're getting a third edition. So, yeah, I saw this title. It looks good.
All right, so you basically already read the first paragraph, so I'm just going to go to the second one.
I don't want to read any more of it.
Oh yeah.
We're 20 minutes past 8. I don't want to waste any more time. That was the important part. Was they didn't want to do.
Okay.
Okay. So we got other things here to talk about. We're gonna roll along. We got more things. You distracted me again.
Stellar Blade director rejects idea of regulating adult mods.
Whatever the
Once
hell
the game is purchased, it belongs to the user. While some of the world's more what the fuck is that word? Puritanical individuals have found themselves clutching their pearls over the adult mod content of Stellar Blade's PC release. Game director Hyung-tae Kim has no interest in trying to police fans' creative interests, as not only does he believe in it to be a fool's errand, but he's also a strong proponent of customers' ownership.
Which he's one of the only ones that does that.
Kim, who also serves as the CEO of Stellar Blade development Shift Up, offered his thoughts on the concept of modding, especially as it pertains to Eve and company. During a recent interview given to South Korean video game news outlet This Is Game, amidst a larger conversation regarding the ins and outs of the game's recently released PC edition, as machine translated by ChatGPT, the director was at one point pressed by his host. The protagonist Eve is a very appealing sales point in and of herself. Because of that, she's also been subject to preconceived notions, especially overseas. One common issue with character-centric games is data modification, specifically the use of mods. What is your stance or policy regarding this? In turn...
okay. I'm just making sure I didn't skip anything.
Nope, you're good. In turn, Kim straightforwardly asserted, we don't have any set policy on this. In fact, data modification can range from simply increasing the game speed to completely altering the gameplay itself. As long as it's not being abused, I believe mods can play a positive role by expanding the scope and experience of the game. So overall, I view them favorably, he added. That said, there are cases where things approach hacking or interfere with the proper functioning of the game. In those cases, we ask that users be mindful when applying such changes. Further, Kim opined?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah,
modders still need to ramp up their firepower a bit. It's still lacking. At this point, I think the official content still has the upper hand. Since we don't...
That's a challenge. He just challenged the modders.
He did. Since we don't provide an official modding tool, it's unlikely we'll see total conversions of the game. But I'm hopeful we'll start seeing mods that subtly change the way the game is enjoyed, he said. Of course, new outfits or monster visuals would be great, but I'd be really excited to see mods that expand the player's experience in a meaningful way.
This is Raven and Nikkei.
Nice.
Yeah.
To this end, Kim was then pressed for his stance on adult-rated skins, with his host asking him whether nude patches should be regulated or do you view them as a matter of user choice. Standing firm, the shift-up CEO affirmed Stellar Blade is rated for adults only, so I don't think there's a strong justification for regulating such mods. Realistically, there's no effective way to regulate them anyway, he admitted. As you probably know, mods have never truly been under full control of the developers. What I'm concerned about, though, is not so much the existence of such patches, but the idea of people profiting from them by selling them at a high price. I'd much rather see people enjoying a culture of creation together, like a big party where everyone contributes. Closing out this portion of their time together, Kim declared, ultimately, it's a matter of user freedom. Once a person owns the game, Nintendo, how they choose to enjoy it is entirely up to them, Nintendo.
Literally any other AAA publisher.
So now we don't have plans. We don't have plans to regulate that kind of content, he concluded. I just trust that everyone is a mature member of society and will act within common sense, being mindful of sensitive and antisocial content.
Yeah.
He's expecting common sense, which is rare. Common sense is not, in fact, common, as is implied in its name. But honestly, massive dub.
I didn't bring it up because I totally forgot about it. But did you see that Nexus mods got sold?
They did?
Yes. There was no word. Well,
I know that CNN's on the chopping block.
Come on.
Oh God, heartburn. Ow.
This is from Nexus. This is the Nexus mods.
Gimme. Holy God, that's small.
Yeah, we're gonna TLDR this. After 24 years of running Nexus mods, the time has come for me to step back from the day-to-day management of the site. This isn't a decision I've made lightly, far from it, but one I think is both my and the community's best interests. I started this project back in 2001 in my bedroom with a 56K modem and the excitement for upcoming release of Morrowind, and with no grand ambitions or intentions. I didn't set out to build a business. I just wanted to make the place where modders could share their work without worrying it would vanish into the internet. So anyway, whatever. What changes now? Honestly, not a lot, at least not from your side of things. So anyway, TLDR. Let's just.
He's not disappearing. That's good. So basically, it's just changing hands.
Well, it's changing hands, but the rumor is that it could go subscription based. That's the rumor.
That's no bueno.
Yeah. So the company at the bottom, it doesn't say in here, but like the company at the bottom is like an investment firm type company, and they could be trying to monetize. Which honestly, if they do try to monetize this, I hope everybody just migrates. Everybody's like, fuck you, and then they just go to somebody. Because I want something that's different than Nexus.
Not just that, but it's like, dude, how can you profit off of their work?
Well, it's not just that. You're profiting off of their work on a game that's not theirs anyway. You know
exactly.
what I mean?
You don't own anything. They don't own anything.
Right.
This is just shit that they're doing in their free time. You can't monetize that.
Well, that's the biggest thing about mods.
I mean, technically you can, but it's scummy.
Yeah, if you want to support your modders or whatever, that's
Skyrim Mod Workshop.
Totally fine.
Anybody remember that?
But excuse me. So anyway, we see this potentially, and then they've already banned a couple like nude mods for Stellar Blade because
cowards.
Of course,
let us have the titties.
Of course, Nexus did. Somebody posted about. There was a tweet about it saying, "Oh, if this was a gay mod, they would have never banned it." And I just said, "Oh, well, here's
not wrong.
Here's how you work around it. You just say it's a lesbian nude mod.
There you go.
And now it's gay." And it's still a nude mod, and it's modern problems require modern solutions.
Modern solutions.
3 terabytes of Skyrim 6 mods. Yeah. Like I said,
I can't say I was any better.
But yeah,
I downloaded so many mods that I broke it. They had no skin. They had no walking textures. They were just floating heads with black bodies.
So going back to Stellar Blade, because I got derailed. I actually had 2 articles put up for Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade sold 1 million copies in just 3 days on Steam. Shift Up's action game continues to post impressive numbers. Stellar Blade launched last week for PC, and its first week saw the biggest spike in concurrent players, an early trend often seen with major releases. After reaching a peak of 147,000 concurrent players on Steam, shortly after launch, the number surged to 192,000 concurrent players on the weekend. This doesn't include players on Epic Game Store, where Stellar Blade is also available for purchase. As noted by industry industry anal buttholes, whatever. Stellar Blade is doing
Industry analists.
Yeah, I was going to say that. That's what I said. Stellar Blade is doing very well in China thanks to the Chinese dub of the game and it being priced much cheaper there. $38. Damn. Cool. Yeah, so it's selling a bunch.
Congratulations.
Which is great. I still want to buy it for PC, and I will buy it for PC.
I still love a copy.
Yeah, I'm still gonna buy it for PC. It's just I'm getting around to it. Best Buy, if normal price at Amazon, $77. I don't fucking know why.
Shoo!
Yeah, so it's doing great. There's a lot of cool mods. There's a lot of there's more. It's not just mods. Like I'm excited that they've added a bunch of they added the actual Nikkei crossover into Stellar Blade, where you do like actual Nikkei combat stuff in the Stellar Blade engine.
Nice.
You also fight. There's like a boss fight of Scarlet, who is a sword woman in Nikkei. So that's like a bonus.
I think we saw a video of her a week or so ago.
Yeah, we did. I think. And then, but there's all the Nikkei skins that they've added into the game, plus new skins and new stuff they keep like talking about adding into the game. That I want to experience. I want to experience all that stuff, not just the mods. Like I want to see all the, and I could fire up my PlayStation copy and play it.
Yeah.
Good. I don't know if I will or not. I still want to get it on PC though. So I'm excited. I'm excited about that. One more downer. Actually, I got a couple more really.
Shit, if anything, I've got a couple of downers that I can just list off the top of my head. Actually, and a couple of videos I can send folks to.
Yeah, so I hadn't even really touched on Nintendo much. We're so busy.
I have all of the Nintendo depression.
Yeah, well, I figured we'd get away from Nintendo.
Don't worry, I'll drag us back here in a couple minutes. What's going on?
Yeah, this game here. Didn't share the tab. There we go.
Hello, Stellar Blade.
Mind's Eye is officially the worst reviewed game of the year so far.
Oh no, they didn't take it down?
I don't think so. When Mind's Eye, if you want to read it, can you let me zoom in?
Yeah, if you'll zoom in.
Sorry, there you go.
When Mind's Eye launched, we didn't have any pre-launch reviews. However, the reviews were going to come in eventually, and now there are enough to give the game an average score on Metacritic. Right now, Mind Eye has a Metacritic score of just 43, based on the 6 reviews that have come out so far. That's enough to make it the most poorly reviewed game of 2025 so far, and it's unlikely that further reviews will boost the score much more than this. Looking at the review,
he has broke the sound on Tangia. It's just echoey. It's static now. Like you broke Tangia.
Goddamn. Looking at the review scores for all of the 2025 game releases so far, we can see that Mind's Eye's taken last place by 1 point, sitting behind Ambulance Life, a paramedic simulator. It's even worse on the user score front, as it currently sits on a 2.5 on Metacritic and mostly negative reviews on Steam.
Yeah, well, it's broken as shit.
I saw a couple of clips from somebody's gameplay of it. Oh my god, it is bad. Mind's Eye is the first game from the studio Build a Rocket Boy, which was founded
last game.
Which was founded by former GTA producer Leslie Benzies. However, it's been clear that this would not be a smooth launch since the previews dropped, as co-CEO Mark Gerhard accused the critics of being paid off by other studios to trash the game. This might explain why we didn't get any pre-release reviews and are only seeing them now. Them come out now.
I've heard that name before. Mark Gerard. Build a Rocket Boy.
Jean-Luc Picard.
Known as Mod. He. Former CEO of Jagex. Mr. Gerard is Chief Jagex UK's. He's got two different ones here. I guess maybe it's two different people with the same name. Okay.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah. So Mind's Eye is the lowest scored. But that brings me into something else that I saw today. And that is this right here. Monster Hunter Wilds.
I've been seeing that.
Overwhelmingly negative review. For such a beloved game franchise. 19% of the 8,200 user reviews in the last 30 days are positive. 19% are positive.
I've been watching it go down this last month or so because I've been considering getting back into it for the Akuma event. But, I mean, shit, even Bird's down reviewed.
Okay. As of 5/28/2025, after 250 plus hours of gameplay, the game will no longer boot up. I've tried reinstalling, deleting shader caches, installing a reframe work, which is basically needed to install, rolling back my NVIDIA drivers, reinstalling again, restarting my PC a dozen times. Nothing works. The game was already a spotty position with performance needing frame generation to even play at a stable 60 plus. And frankly, this game should have never been released until next year. Capcom needed to make the quota in order to hit the yearly 10% annual growth for higher ups. So they pushed it out the unfinished game. Sorry, I swallowed.
You're good. Ew. Okay. Pushed out an unfinished game in all aspects out the door, hoping it would work. It did, but the goodwill I had for Capcom going into this release is gone. I will now wait months after their next release to see if it's even worth it. I've put nearly 1,300 hours into World. Loved it. And this game has the bones to make World feel like a mid-game. But currently, with the lack of difficulty, the performance issues, and the overall just inability to even boot the game up, I cannot recommend this game to anyone.
Yeah. So I said I went back and played the Street Fighter crossover stuff. And it felt like it was running bad again. It really aggravated me because I built a fucking expensive ass system basically
just
to play
still run like ass.
Basically to play Monster Hunter Wilds, and it looked really good when I first booted it.
For like
somebody did say that like it didn't delete the old shader cache. And it just reinstalled new ones during an update or whatever, which is why it was like making it. And I never did that, but I haven't fired it up, played it again. So yeah, I don't know. Like it's really crazy to me.
And it's just getting worse. I mean, as I said, I've been watching that score go down because I was like, okay, I've been seeing it update once or twice. Maybe if I download it again, maybe it'll actually be runnable. And I've just been watching the fucking score just drop on that thing.
And it's not just that too. It's like they showed like a current Steam database, and like Monster Hunter World has more concurrent players right now than one.
I'm kind of thinking of re-downloading World because. I mean, there's no point in playing Wilds. It's fucking broken.
It sucks because, like, honestly, really the most fun I had, and I did think that Wilds was too easy.
Mm-hmm.
I really did.
It was way too goddamn easy. It doesn't have enough big monsters.
Well, low rank for one is fucking it's cakewalk. Like
it's chump.
You don't have to do shit. High rank, it's barely much of a challenge. They released 8-star Apex Predators.
Mm-hmm.
They hit really hard, but other than that, it's still.
They're still easy to dodge, aren't they?
They're still the same, yeah. Like I played the 8-star Arc Tempered Raydao.
Yeah.
And I think he carded me once, maybe twice or whatever, and I sold it. And that was, I just wasn't.
I mean, the fact that I was able to solo some of the bigger monsters as a hunting horn main. That's not something I'm normally able to do because I move too slow. I need someone there with me to be able to kill the bigger monsters. I'm basically your booster defense, but I need someone to go in there and do the quick, heavy hits. The fact that I was able to basically beat the whole game by my goddamn self
Yeah.
I know some people can do it and they see it as a mark of honor. I see it as something wrong because Monster Hunter is supposed to be a cooperative game. You're supposed to go in with other hunters, your friends, strangers, whatever. There's no reason to in this one, and they've made it so goddamn hard to make it into multiplayer. It's fucking ridiculous. Mexican Ninja.
Yeah. Sorry.
What the fuck?
We're gonna watch that here in a second. Yeah.
Ninja.
So
I mean, I feel bad that my brother spent basically $100 fucking on this thing, and it's unplayable.
it sucks, and really, it's a kick
I want my money back.
It's a kick in the teeth. It really is. It
is. You expect so much more from Capcom.
Well, everything looks so good, and there's so many good ideas to the game. For one, they made it mass appealing, so they made it super duper fucking easy. Which anytime a game does that, like World opened up, like it blew up. It blew up Monster Hunter to the more mainstream stage. And then with Wilds, they're like, yeah, let's take it to where anybody can play this game. And like I said, I wanted to see if I could play through it by just like summoning the AI characters and see if they would beat them for me. You know,
they can, and they will.
So I don't know. Like I honestly though I had a lot of fun with the Akuma skin because the Akuma skin gives you a deal that you put in your hotbar, and you can do actual like Street Fighter combos fighting the monster. You just straight up fist fight the monster with Akuma.
Oh, that would be so fun, but I doubt this fucking thing will even run.
It's super fun. Yeah, he's Tangi. I don't know if you can hear Tangia, but it's super fucking crunchy right now.
No, I can't hear it, but I do know that issue. It's happened to me a couple of times.
It's not even Tangia. That's just sound alerts.
Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Did the door close? Hang on.
Yeah. So anyway, if you get a chance, if they ever fix it, hopefully they do. When they finally fix the shit, they put where you can play with the Akuma, and really. I hope they do a spinoff and do a Monster Fighter game. You just fucking have like all of your Capcom
beat the shit out of them.
Have all of your Capcom characters come in, Capcom versus monsters, and you don't even. I mean, you can bring in Monster Hunter monsters, but you can bring in other monsters too. And like
you have
no. Yeah, you have Dante from Devil May Cry. You have your Street Fighter characters. Fucking Resident Evil characters show up. You know, whatever. Like. And you just and they fucking fist fight giant monsters, you know.
Yeah.
So how the fuck did you break both forms of audio and redeems? I didn't break it, Chad. You broke it. You broke it by spamming it. This wasn't on me. All right, let's watch some trailers.
Mexican Ninja.
Yeah. So I thought, well, this looks racist, so let's watch it. Mexican Ninja.
And a bruised up pueblo.
Bruised up pueblo.
El ninja más cabrón rises.
El ninja. Oh, how did I? Sorry. I read it wrong.
This actually looks good.
Every run is a
and
new
it's a
battle.
roguelike.
Every choice, your destiny. Agarra to los huevos. Master the way of the donkey.
Master the way of the donkey? Sexy whisper. Okay.
I need it.
That's good. That's really good. How the fuck did I break both forms of the audio and redeems? That's true. You did say that. I read it wrong. I thought you said, how did you? All right. Mexican Ninja. Let's go.
Plan to release date doesn't have one.
Yeah. It just said 2026. Omega Redux. Redo or whatever.
Wow.
That is swinging. Oh, never mind.
I'm gonna swing.
No! Okay, this game looks cool, but what the fuck is it?
You're dying. That's all I know.
Well, that's not good.
You're dying. dying. That's all I know. Maybe it's time to go before you die, bro.
You just run to the apocalypse, the end of the world, and you watch it happen? Is that the whole game? If that is, I'm down.
Oh, you left the cameraman! Oh. Woo.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, they're doing a third Advance of the Adventure?
I have seen you.
Damn.
So this had me curious too. This is an ARC trailer.
Memories within the Codex. You are a broken soul. You left behind those dearest to you. One murdered, and watched another vanish into nothingness.
Remember when they announced an ARC 2 and they had Vin Diesel in a trailer? And then that disappeared?
Vaguely.
Oh, it's Horizon Zero Dawn.
The thing is, I missed.
I do have
It
some
was
chat.
actually fun.
Yeah, but what the server's weird?
I hear your voice.
I mean, yeah, the servers were weird.
And
then it didn't help that they wound up
sing me to
updating
sleep
it and then fixing fixing.
Well, they
fucking
jumped
everything up.
They jumped to Unreal 5 and it fucked everything up, didn't they?
Are you my mom?
Are you
Do
my
I
mom?
look like your daddy?
I'm not. But I did know your mom. A long, long time ago.
I have a giant nose.
Diana Altares was so brave and fierce.
You'll come back for me.
Yeah, what the fuck now? It's anime?
Never let go.
You've got me. We will both see you again soon.
But Mei-Yin's story continued. To the far side of the earth.
What the fuck is even happening anymore? That's why I was so curious when I clicked on this trailer. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I have no idea what's happening
A
either.
rat prime.
A rat!
A rat
Prime.
We are the rats!
Where the arcs came from?
That's right. Mei-Yin traveled there looking for a way back to me. And your mother, Diana. But what she found instead
What?
Was death.
What was it? Tell me!
Shut up,
there she
child.
found the stuff of nightmares.
Oh, it's so cute!
Got a pocket dragon?
I think that's just an update to art.
What the fuck?
So yeah, this is just an
This is expansion, ain't it? You get the Doom sword? That's the fucking sword from Doom. That's just the sword from Doom. What? What were you saying? Sorry, it was super loud. I didn't hear.
No, you're good. I was like, I might have to actually look at Arc again. The last time I played Arc, I was in high school. Okay, it's been like over 10 years.
Yeah. Either way, cool. I guess. Got Keith David. I know I couldn't think of his name, but it was the narrator guy. Katie Sackhoff. David Tennant. Fucking Doctor.
Hey, yo.
Doctor Who.
We have a doctor in here.
Michelle Yeoh. Michelle Yeoh. That's the chick from the one thing. Anyway. She's leaving!
No!
It's here.
Dollar Store Leon?
This is Temu Resident Evil for sure.
Temu did evil.
Temu did evil. He's leaving. There it is. Teaser trailer.
She's leaving! She's taking the kids!
That doesn't look bad though.
God damn it, bitch! You can have the kids, but you can't have the dog.
What's better than one first-person horror game? How about
there's
two?
a demo for that. We could try.
Welcome to Fear the Reaper. As a resident, you and up to 6 teammates will face off against a ruthless killer. Your primary objective is to call the police and prepare for their arrival.
Hey man,
Find
I
a
actually
map
got
and it
decent
will
stuff
reveal
on the
possible
voice.com.
locations of the payphone.
Just all the decent
You'll need a
stuff.
bit of
That's
money
actually
to make the
good
call,
way.
so don't forget to loot and find some first. After a certain
This is a
period,
Dead
if
by
the team
Daylight,
fails
like,
to make the
multi-
call, the exact location
player
of the
ver-
phone
well, may
will
not be-
revealed
may
to
not be
everyone, including the killer.
4v1.
So be careful. Once the call is made, signal boosters will become available around the map. By default, only 1 police unit will arrive in town. Find a missing wire, find a signal booster, install the wire and activate it. The more you activate, the more units will arrive, increasing your chances of survival. Each map offers a unique objective. For instance, one lucky person can escape on the bus. Find a ticket and board it once it arrives at the bus stop. If you're feeling up to it, you can attempt to kill the killer. Beware, this objective is extremely difficult and the only one requiring flawless teamwork. As a resident, you can crouch walk,
Teamwork, my ass. Solo this shit.
Crouch walking is the safest form of travel. It's entirely silent and hides you from the Reaper in his vanished form. He's invisible to you, but you're invisible to him. Walking is fairly silent, but no longer keeps you hidden from a vanished Reaper. Sprinting is the riskiest as it allows the Reaper to track you using his ability to detect runners.
Oh, it is. It is
Unlocking
like a
the door
Dead by
from the
Daylight.
outside requires you to lockpick it.
Dead by Daylight,
Press
but
the
you're
keys
mostly
shown on the
just
screen to
playing,
advance. Miss,
Wraith.
and you will set off an alarm, alerting the killer to your location. You are safe while lockpicking, as long as you don't make any mistakes. Beware, if the killer was stalking you, he may already be inside. The Reaper operates
shit.
within 2 modes, stealth mode and chase mode. When searching for his prey, he'll be in stealth mode. He has no footsteps, and the only indication of him approaching will be his breath. He will be trying to sneak into your house. Be careful when trying to leave, as he could be standing right on the other side of the door. If he makes a mistake while sneaking in, you'll hear an audible sound, alerting you to his presence. In this mode, he can vanish and become invisible. He could be stalking you without you knowing. Always stay on high alert. Once the chase begins, the Reaper becomes
Ooh, you got
much
them heavy,
louder.
sticky steps.
He has very loud footsteps. He can no longer quietly sneak in and instead has to violently break down doors. Initially, he's also forbidden from vanishing. At the start of the chase, you are faster than the Reaper. Use your speed to gain some distance. Utilize line of sight blockers and darkness to escape his gaze. An eye icon visible on screen tells you whether he can see you.
Oh my
or
god,
not.
it has her name as
Try to
Final
keep your
Girl.
flashlight off
It
as much
seems
as you
like
can. It makes it much
They've
harder
got
for
way
him to
more
track you.
advantages than the killer
When
does.
inside a house, your goal is to sneak away without him noticing. Listen to his footsteps and the sound of the door breaking down to pinpoint his location and try to leave. Keep window blinds closed to prevent him from seeing you and extending the chase. There are only 2 exit points. He will be trying to trick you, but you can do the same. Use resources to your advantage. A shotgun temporarily stuns him. Anti-anxiety pills disrupt his tracking and can fool him into thinking that you've left the area. They also allow for you to sprint safely without being detected. A screwdriver will jam and block any door for 10 seconds. Use it when running out to prevent him from following. Then use the environment to remain hidden. While you have the initial speed advantage, it's not unlimited. As the chase progresses, he becomes faster while getting closer to becoming enraged. You must lose him before that happens. If it does, he can once again vanish and grab you without spawning back in. Gain some distance, ensure you've lost line of sight, and utilize stealth to remain hidden. When grabbed for the first time, you will have to hit the key shown on screen to survive. Pressing the wrong one or reacting too slowly means death. The killers have some useful and terrifying abilities at their disposal. For example, a few times per match, the Reaper can appear in any closet you happen to look at.
That's
While
enough to
lockers
make
can
you
be
shit
used as hiding
yourself.
spots and often contain valuable loot, be very careful when approaching them. At the start of the match, you will be given a unique role. These offer powerful abilities which will help you and your team. The most important one is the Final Girl.
Oh, there you
She
go.
is the main character of the match. If she survives, every resident will receive a substantial cash bonus, even the dead ones. She will make you more
I see this being- I see this being
Once
a
the police
streamer
arrive,
game for
she will
sure.
know the location of one of the units
totally.
and can lead you to safety. Bring her with you to the kill endgame, and killing the Reaper will become a little easier. If you let her die, however, the Reaper will become more powerful. Protect the final girl. Call the police, ensure more units arrive, gather weapons and resources to prepare for endgame, and try to survive the night. There are many secrets we'll leave you to discover on your own.
There you go. Fear the Reaper. Now what about a cat survivor game? And you apparently have to code?
Oh God, no. No way in hell.
You fucking do.
Fuck all of that.
The fucking Angry Bird. Net attack. Probably gonna be a hard pass for me. Marvel Mystic Mayhem.
The second you set foot in the dreamscape. Struggle all you like, but you're trapped in your worst nightmare.
It is time for you to face the truth you fear, Scarlet Witch.
I'm gonna win that power back.
I saw this trailer before, but I still don't really know what this game even is.
Come true. I must act.
Gameplay, can we see some gameplay? It's a card game.
It's good to be back. I have to make this right.
My dear Black Knight, did you not know? Whoever knows fear shall burn at the touch of the man thing.
The man thing.
I'm sorry, man thing. Just...
Oh, you didn't know about the man thing? Like, that's an actual character.
No, I do, but it still makes me laugh every time because I'm like, oh yes, the man thing.
The man thing.
No!
I still don't know exactly what this game is. Like, I saw cards, but then I also saw, like, ARPG stuff. No idea. Did it gotcha?
Pathfinders, are you?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. Animo official extended reveal trailer. I saw the thumbnail. Looks like Pal World.
Ready to join the adventure with me? Multiple adorable Anemo are living here.
Anemo?
Oh my God, I'm living there. It's a Nemo.
Look at the crabs. What is this song?
I kinda hate it. Thank you. They're so cute!
They are very cute.
And you will find a more interesting way to see the world.
Oh no, Pokemon, don't look!
Oh no, Pokemon don't have skateboards. Or hoverboards. Oh wait. They're storm sheep.
They're so angry. I get a feeling this is like an AI song. It's so pretty.
Well, this is clearly just an animated trailer, which looks really good.
Astra, that's where we came from. This is a whole new world, brand new universe. I almost forgot. or Nemo are friendly.
The voice even sounds AI.
Join with your Nemo and face the world as one.
You know what?
You will be able to fix all kinds of challenges.
Wait, it fucking transforms to a flying squirrel now?
Probably wound up switching it.
No, she changed into it.
Pathfinders, welcome to Idle.
Open world.
Okay.
Did you see that? Open world.
Open world.
Creature
action.
catching ARPG. Work in progress footage.
Aww.
Definitely not Eevees. Definitely not Cubones. Definitely not Leaf, whatever those things were. I know there's a fucking Pokemon that looks just like that shit too.
Yeah. At the same time, Pokemon can really shut the hell up because they took a lot of their ideas from fucking,
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
Dragon Quest, I believe it is.
I don't think this is still not gameplay, but it does look really pretty. Like
This is so cute. It's not on Steam, by the way.
oh shit!
Oh my god!
You can fucking Katamari Damacy this shit. This is gameplay.
Oh my god!
So,
It's so cute.
this is like the card, I guess, like your Pokedex type thing or whatever.
Yeah.
So when you come to this, like, so this is actual gameplay footage then.
I still
Flawless
hate this
gameplay.
song. This music sucks.
Oh, it's for sure AI. Co-op. Okay, the helmet.
She smacked his ass.
So you could turn into the animals.
Okay, well, Nintendo can't get mad at that because you can't turn into Pokemon, but Digimon might have a claim on that.
Fucking swim as otters. Gameplay. This looks pretty cool.
Alright, I'm pre-registering for PC right now.
Oh shit. It's a coconut crab. Oh shit! You're swinging that one around by its ears, using it as a body.
Damn. God, that looks good.
It does. Pause up for first beta
test
starts
soon.
soon.
I am definitely pre-registering.
Animo. It looks really good. Animo.com. Okay, I have to check that out too. Okay. Hey, Leon. Now we're going to do some fishing. Wait a minute.
I used to come here as a kid.
Skipping rocks?
Pine trees, the still water. It almost felt like the world held its breath. The camp closed after the drowning.
Goddamn kids and they're drowning.
But something never came loose from that lake.
You can build your own dock? Wait a minute. It's a fishing survival craft game with Bigfoot. What the fuck? Wait a minute,
bro. I want to play. I want to play now. I need to play this.
Out fishing. Holy shit. Okay, I did not expect that.
After the
Oh, I have that on my wish list already. I need that.
Do you really?
That looks great.
I need to put it on mine. I need to have you go through, like, tell me all the things that I should have wish listed or whatever.
Bro, if I tell you that, you're going to be like, why do I have this weird girly shit on
You don't recognize the bodies in the water? You put that in quotation marks. I don't know.
Expansion.
Mechs versus aliens.
Separate factions. The arms
Pirates
race began. The result was the creation of the perfect war machine, Battle Mechs. Will old grudges prevent them from uniting in the face of an alien threat? Mech vs. Aliens is a story-driven action battler set in a sci-fi world, created by industry veterans. You'll command a squad of giant robots protecting humanity from hostile aliens, space pirates, and other enemies.
It's like, looks tower defense-y. It is kind of tower defense-y, isn't it?
Resources and forge diplomatic ties with the various factions. Over 100 story missions. Solo and clan PvP. Over 300 variations of mechs and weapons. Join space expeditions, even in bad weather.
Oh.
Level
Hey,
up your mechs to
nudity.
destroy hordes of bugs and unique bosses. Defend your base and its inhabitants. Upgrade your flagship cruiser and conquer deep space. Mech vs. Aliens, a unique mix of game genres and an exciting experience for sci-fi fans. Sweat, steel, victory. Download it for free.
Doesn't look bad.
Family Fit chat.
Sorry, we're over to chat music. I guess we ran out of video game stuff. Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. Do you want to go ahead and you want to look for more game trailers? Or you want to watch some chat music videos?
Let's watch some chat music videos.
Okay, we're gonna watch some chat music videos. Here we go.
Chat. Size Pepper Mayo, shoes are Adidas. Windsor, and the shoes are Art Office from Tiger Mist, and the shoes are from Fashion Nova. Don't look at my
Cute.
This is Pepper Mayo, and shoes are Revolve.
Necklace.
Dress is Hutch from Anthropology.
TJ Maxx.
Mom, come here.
TJ Maxx.
You
TJ.
always say TJ Maxx.
Or Walmart.
Keep that on production. They're making a dynasty. W ball. There's nobody factory. Your family. Sunset needs to be frozen. It's not your work's fantastic.
That's a huge fan of your work.
Those Victoria's Secrets. Someone put that on Mount Rushmore. Men got the Midas touch. Your parents, I said thank you. Daddy's noodle hair, Ronaldo 2012, Leo Messi. Man got the holy God only shoots on colonized Mars. What's your G's on 99 overall, 6 and seat for down the arm. Adam and Eve, this man needs to be the next Genghis Khan. That has a secret recipe, 2018 World Cup Huzzah. He needs to sell his sauce like a dad, like a dad. Trying to make America beautiful. Your man, can I pre-order that on a generational run? Save this just for future generations. All he wanted was a son.
All you wanted was a son.
Dad is a baddie factory. That was the name of that one. Bro is a group project.
Bro is a group project, that's everyone's son. Bros, spawned on max difficulty, bro. Looks like everyone. Bros.
This is a porn star.
Oh my god. Is it?
Uh-huh.
losing every argument, everyone saw bro being made. Head must be dented, bro is from every race. Bro wasn't even born, but had enough proteins for life.
God damn it.
Bro is a math problem, he better learn how to fight. Then he came out quick, bro, like a water slide.
God damn it.
At least bro's got the NBA genetics, bro's the real Mr. Worldwide. Bro, you won't be able to make your mama jokes.
Shit.
Bro is a collection of genetic
Oh,
codes.
Jesus Christ.
Bro can choose his head like his clothes. Everyone has a collective stake in bro.
Oh, no.
Reach out to her days, he did a comebacks already. Bro has to eat more than it for both sides of the family.
Oh, God, no.
KD in there somewhere, bro has every eye color there is. His senior year project don't be to research who his dad is.
Oh, no.
They need a NFL video for the parent-teacher conference. I watched it being made. She swallowed.
Oh, God, no. Oh, no.
When he trusts his own culture day. Bro's the chosen one to destroy racism. He has a bit of everyone. Someone could quite literally search the episode.
Oh, no.
Shut it.
That's fucked up. That's real fucked up.
So fucked up.
I didn't realize, like, I don't know who that is, like,
Family Fit chat.
or whatever, but, like, I was like, wait, this is the porn star? Like,
No.
no. Oh, fucking hell, dude. Shit, hang on. Let me, there was one that showed up at the end of this. I didn't see in the other. Look at that. Taylor Swift.
Oh no.
Alright, so all of y'all are calling me Daily Williams.
Daily Williams.
Chemical imbalance. System of a down.
System of a down.
They shake 21 pronouns. Olivia was Rodrigo. Are they to remember? Transferred in and distant, quit not imagine genders. Change, transition, Gala Swift, Taylor Switch. The sex change pistols bring me to the therapist. Katy Perry, Postal P. Malone, Machine Gun Kelly, my chemical hormones. David Bowie, a data rejecter.
David Bowie.
Halen, Ionatan, asking Alexander. Slipknot, a man. Pretenders, Fallout, not a boy. Red Hot Chili Genders. Cranberries rage against your real genes. They see DC, Led Zeppelin, Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne.
Puberty blocker, Green Day, Red Hot Willy Choppers, Twin Park, Blink One ain't a dude. The Who, Panic at the Restroom.
Oh, Jesus.
Genital Romance, Alex in Chains, Taylor Swift. They used to be mad.
This one's new too. Oh no!
Oh
Oh no!
I didn't know they made country ones, bet he's from down south. This town ain't big enough for the both of us, tarn and brooks and downs. Eastbound and down amongst Macrones. Wyatt Dirt, Chris Simpleton, old down road.
Shit.
What in tardation? You Chromesy drives a F-149. Tardation. Down yonder syndrome, he's definitely making them at night.
Fuck.
Never seen a cowboy flavored one before. Cross that off the bingo list. Line dancing all over the spectrum.
Oh,
Bro
shit.
doesn't suffer from autism, he just has it. From the short bus to Whiskey and grilled cheese in the night. Betty's an expert at downshift. He's got yeehaw-tism.
Oh, goddamn. That was good. That one was fucking good. His truck has an extra.
He gon' riz him with the tism. The Texas Chrome Ranger. Shane Gill is doing well, I see. I just need to see a Filipino one in my Pokedex will be complete.
It almost killed me. It almost killed me. That was... Oh my god. Oh. Let's chat music too. Guess I've seen all the rest of them. Oh no.
Autism.
Autism.
We're all going to hell, but at least they'll be friends.
It's gonna be funny down there, I guess. Bro, that shit had me ascended. Yeah, I know. Bro. Fantastic. Man-fucking-tastic. Not IGN, huh? What the hell? Jurassic Park, but it's ruined by AI Ultimate Edition.
Oh no, give me just a few seconds here. I'm just typing in my specs for my PC. So that way I can join this.
Oh, the Animo?
Yeah. Almost done.
Whoops. That was fantastic. Okay, well, I'd say we'll go ahead and probably someone from Kentucky. I probably have yeehaw-tism.
I think we all got some yeehaw-tism.
I believe so, yeah. I should get a sticker made. Put it on my truck. Oh my god, that was fucking hilarious. We haven't really, in all honesty, that was kind of crazy that they didn't. There was only like 2 of them. I thought they did them weekly, but I guess he took some time off. We haven't watched any in like a couple months.
Couple months, yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I am finally finished with the pre-reg. Now I just gotta wait and see if they will accept me.
Sweet. Cool. I need to get on there and try to find it too, because the game looked really fun. Custom front plate, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm also going to be terrible right now because there's a bundle I can get for Five Nights at Freddy's. I can get the new Mimic game, and I can get DLC that I'll probably rarely use on Dead by Daylight, where I can play as William Afton and stab children.
Hey. See?
Yay!
Well, that's been a podcast. Hey, we got guests coming up. I scheduled some guests. Yeah. So next week.
I'm trying to invite guests, but no one wants to come on.
You're not persuasive enough. I mean, it could be that you're not as much of a people person as me, clearly.
Yes, as I watch the fires you commit every day online.
Yeah. That's true. That's why people love me. I get more likes than I get hates, so there's that.
Sure.
No, Jazz is coming back next Thursday. Next Thursday. No, not next Thursday. Sorry. Next Thursday's too soon. Don't have a guest next Thursday. Not yet. Maybe I'll find one. But the 3rd of July, the night before the 4th, I am going to do a podcast. I was going to ask you, or I guess I'm going to have to ask you if you're going to be around to podcast. I didn't know if you had plans for the 4th or whatever.
On the 4th, if anything, I might just try and see if I can drag my brother out and we can do some grilling or something. But he's probably going to be on call because he's a tow truck driver, so we're not going to do much.
Right. Well, the 4th is a Friday, so the 3rd is a Thursday. So Jazz will be on. Sparks. What's his name? It's like he's got like 2 names. He goes by Jazz, and he's also like Sparks at TV or something. I went blank on it.
Well, Chad, would you want to join the podcast?
Yeah, Chad. Actually, Chad was supposed to join the podcast before,
but you didn't.
But I haven't ever got him on, so we'll get Chad on too. What about next Thursday, Chad? Do you want to be on next Thursday? Be on next Thursday, unless that's too soon. But Jazz will be on the 3rd, and then the 10th we will have Horror Amarada, also from the Offensive Charm podcast.
Haven't seen her in a while. I hope she's been doing well.
Yeah, me and her chat back and forth and comment on each other's stuff on Twitter. On Twitter, and I watched the Offensive Charm podcast. So yeah, I want to get her on. So she'll be on the 10th, and then the following week we will have the Wandering Helmsman, another YouTuber podcaster, also shares a podcast with former guest Jeannie or Rosa. So they have a podcast on Saturday. So, yeah, I got a few guests lined up, newer guests. I want Jazz to come back because I forgot to give Jazz a card last time he was here.
How could you?
I know, so I'm writing it wrong. My first black guest, and you know what's funny is I could have swore I wrote it down. I could have swore I wrote his name down on a card, but it's not on the board, so I don't know. I'm guessing I didn't. I guess I just forgot. Anyway, so we got to get him a card on the board. So Jazz will be on in a couple weeks, and then we'll have Horror Amarada. Her name messes with me. Like, I cannot say it out loud. It just fucks with me. And then Wandering Helmsman, and then we'll see if I can find some more guests to come on.
Sounds good.
Yeah, pretty good.
But yeah, Chad, if you ever want to join us, all you have to do is say so and just like message either Maine or myself.
I'll shoot you a message, Chad, next Thursday or a couple days before or something, and see if you still want to be on. If you want to be on next Thursday, it's pretty easy. I just send you a link to jump on here, and you don't have to have a webcam or nothing. You can just have it. You can just have a picture up there, and then just
you can have yourself just be like this.
Yeah, you can do that. You don't have to turn a webcam on if you don't want to. Have your mic on. It's totally fine. So we'll just do that. Cool. Well, yeah, that's been episode 75. Check back with us next week for more insanity, whatever else happens in the gaming stuff. And
excuse me as I spend money I don't have.
All right. Cool. Thank you, Nemo, for joining me. Thank you, Chad, for being in chat and hanging out with us. And whoever else is lurking in chat. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. Take care of yourselves. Have a drink, have a snack, have a piss, and have a good rest.
Yeah. All right. Let me find the end stream buttons. There they are. Okay. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye-bye.